Okay.
You can see it now, right?
Yes, I can see it now.
Okay, so most of the information that we are going to share today, we already shared, so we're not going to stop a lot unless you guys ask me to, oh, I have a question. Okay, so you know the normas or norms for the screen, and you guys are doing great. The mute when you're not talking. If you want to speak, just raise your hand, and when possible, make yourself visible and try to make connections. You know, we are making connections. This is the reason we're here. And the chat box is open. Whenever you have a question, you can also write the question there. Okay. Yesterday, as I said, we had an ELAC meeting, and we shared the dates that we're going to be meeting with ELAC, the English Learners Advisory Committee. And just so you know, you guys are welcome to attend any meetings that we hold at Sunset, even if your student is not an English learner, you're invited to attend ELAC meeting. So the first one was yesterday, and these are the dates for the next meetings: November 19th, January 21st, and February 25th. And this is going to be in our calendar as well.
Mm-hmm. And
you know that, I'm sorry?
Oh, that's okay. And closer, when we get closer to the dates, there will be an email sent out to all parents, just as a reminder of the meeting that day for ELAC. Okay, I think you.
Thank you.
Okay.
And you know that we have support for parents. Office hours from 8 to 4. We always have someone in the office, Mrs. Garcia, Mrs. Pruneda, or Mrs. Nogueron, or you can email the teachers, okay? They have office hours from 8 to 9 every Wednesday and Friday, and from 12:45 to 1:15 every day from Monday through Friday. So if you have any questions, please connect to your student's teacher. And you can always contact me and Mrs. Mireles, okay? We're here to help you. And we know that a lot of our students are now experiencing anxiety, or they are having some social emotional issues because of distance learning. They miss their friends, they miss their teachers, they miss being out playing. So we have a restorative practice counselor who has been helping with some of these issues. If you think that your student needs some kind of support or someone to talk to, you can email her or email us, and we can get you in touch with her, okay? And maybe she can provide one-on-one support or provide you with some resources that are appropriate to what your student is experiencing. Okay, so this is her email. This one is wrong because it's Lemus. So this one on the bottom, maricela.lemus@fresnounified.org. This is her email address. But of course, you can always contact us, and then we can get you in touch with her. We are still holding our cheer club. And boys, girls, they are all invited to participate. They had their first meeting this past Monday, and look at them. They're already jumping up and down and having fun. So if you would like your child to participate, this is from 2nd grade to 6th grade. But if you would like them to participate and do some exercise, please just connect with Mrs. Ramirez, or you can connect with us, and then we'll give you the information. But it's fun to see them having fun, even if it's through the computer. It's really fun. Look at them. They're over here. They're going to be making some videos about their dances, and I can't wait to see that. But like I said, boys and girls are welcome to participate, okay? It's every Monday and Wednesday.
And we've had some returning cheerleaders come, and Mrs. Rivera actually told us a little funny story. She said, "Oh my goodness, we have some that are so competitive that I had one of the students in 3rd grade who's returning as a cheerleader said, can you please give me some pointers as to how I can improve my kicks?" So they really get into the cheer, and it was absolutely cute. So that it was just exciting. And she said, "I love it that the kids are just excited to learn and want to improve their cheer skills."
Yeah, and you know, it's something to do socially, you know, is you're there, you're moving your body, you're seeing others, having fun. So, and you are in touch with the teacher in a non-academic context. So it's really great that she's doing this for the kids. We're still going to continue the Student of the Month celebration every month. The Thursday of the month, we are going to be celebrating with a drive-through from 3 to 4. We're going to give the student a certificate. Then we're going to take a picture, give them a treat bag, and now a personal pizza to continue with the tradition of the pizza celebration. We talked last week about doing 2 students per month instead of 1. So I think we're going to go for that. We were kind of, we had some not issues, but questions about if we were able to continue providing pizza for students. So we got the okay, right, Ms. Mireles?
Yes, we got the okay. And I was going to find a way to get it done, Ms. Valtierra. Want to make sure we get those for our kiddos.
Yes. Okay, so to be able to celebrate more students, we're going to be doing 2 per class every month. Okay, so we continue. Oh, this is very important. The end of the first quarter is coming up next Friday. Okay, it's first quarter. Can you believe this? First quarter is over.
I'm sorry, you had your screen frozen on the other one, but I can see it now.
Oh, okay. I guess it's slow. You know what? I'm getting a message that my internet connection is very slow. So that might be it.
Okay, so the end of the first quarter will be on Friday, October 9th. Please, please, please reach out to the teacher if you have questions about your student grades or assignments. Of course, you're going to get information during parent-teacher conference, but you don't want that to be too late. You know, if your student needs to turn in assignments and they are not doing it, please ask the teacher so they can complete all those assignments. The main reason why some students have low grades is because they are not turning in assignments. And that's the main reason. Okay, they are participating, they are coming to class, but they are not doing their work. So it's very important that you guys check the teacher to see what's missing and just have them do it. I have a 17-year-old, he's already in college, and believe it or not, I still check on that. He hates it, and I try not to because he needs to be independent, but sometimes you just need to push them a little, okay? So I say, okay, I'm gonna check it. Oh no, and he tells me, no, don't check, I'll do it. So please check on that. Parent-teacher conferences are going to be for grades 1st and 6th. They are going to be from October 19th to the 24th. To the 24th?
19th, I think, yes. Let me double check on that.
I think it's the 23rd. The date is, no, it's to the 23rd, 19th to 23rd.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry, the 24th is a Saturday.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be here on Saturday, Mrs. Mireles, okay?
So if you guys want to meet with me on the 24th, I'll be here.
Okay. However, you know that we always have kinder parent-teacher conferences during the same week, but this year, we're going to hold them from November 1st through the 7th because they are, the report card for kindergarten is being updated, and we're giving teachers a little more time to familiarize with it and to make sure that everything is ready to go. Okay, so kinder, if you have a kinder student, kindergartner, is from November 1st through the 7th. And of course, the parent-teacher conferences are going to be virtual, and your teacher, your student's teacher, will be communicating with you how you are going to be scheduling that. Okay, so this is coming up, huh? The end of the quarter is October 9th. In fact, we're going to have a celebration for the teachers, just like we do for the students, the student of the month. We're going to have a drive-through celebration for our teachers on October 9th. We're going to provide lunch for them to celebrate the end of the first quarter. I think that it's important that they feel appreciated. We see the struggle, everybody. We see how hard they're working, and we see it in their faces, how tired they are, and they are not giving up. Sometimes I get texts or emails in the middle of the night because they're still working, they're still trying to figure things out. And I think that we tell them that we appreciate their work. And I know that things haven't been perfect. I know that, but they are trying. They are really really trying, going above and beyond to make sure that they're teaching the kids. So we thought that it was important to celebrate them. So we're going to have the drive-through this Friday. You guys don't have to do anything. We're just communicating with you because I think that it's important that you know that we are celebrating the teachers too and showing the appreciation. So you can do it too. You can show your appreciation by sending a text or an email, something to show that we can see what they're doing, okay? Sometimes it's hard when you work hard and you don't see, are people seeing what I'm doing? Is it valued? Is it worth it? Of course, they know it's worth it, but it's a lot of work, and I think showing appreciation is important. Okay, this is another very, very important information. The district is investing in this program. It's called tutor.com, and it is a tutoring, on-demand tutoring service from the Princeton Review. It's gonna go live on October 14th. Today, in fact, after our meeting, we're going to go to a training, Mrs. Mireles and I, we're going to attend a training where they are going to show us how the parents are going to open their accounts for their students. But just know that this is a tutoring provider, and they are going to be providing tutoring in over 180 subjects, including math, science, English and literature, writing, social science, you name it, they have it, and it also in Spanish. So I know some of you might have high school students. They are also going to be providing tutoring for the PSAT and the SAT. That's great. I wish I had this resource when my son was studying for this, because he had a hard time with those tests. So the important thing about this, that is 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, on demand, real-time tutoring. It's not a machine providing, it's not Khan Academy where you see just a video, which is great. Khan Academy is great, but this is going to be a real tutor whenever your student needs a tutor. So let's say that your child has seventh grader, my seventh grader, she's taking algebra and she's having a little hard time, so if she needs help, she can just call in and get tutor on the subject that she needs it. Or you can pre-schedule your tutoring sessions. If you know your student is struggling with algebra and that she's going to need help every day, then you can schedule every day from 4 to 5 tutoring sessions. So it's gonna be a great resource. So we will get back to you with more. In fact, next week, we hope that we have the details to show you how to access these resources, okay? So if you join us next Friday, we hope to have already a training for you guys to take advantage of the resource, okay? Because it's going live on the 14th. I'm gonna stop right here because I know I'm talking a lot, so you might have questions. No questions?
Questions? Think we're good, Ms. Valtierra?
Great. Okay, let's keep going then. Okay, let's see. And you know that we have our virtual, I'm sorry? No. We have our virtual extended learning program, which is the after school program. This is open for every single child during distance learning. We have already said this before, but we don't have a lot of participation, and we want to make sure that you guys are aware that students can attend 1 or more sessions a day. They don't have to be there from 2 to 6. They can just attend the fun part when they do arts and crafts, or maybe they need help with their homework, so they can do that too. So this is the website, and you can find the website link in our website as well, okay? So you can apply online when you go to the website and be part of some fun, you know? So
Ms. Castro, did you have a question? I see your hand up.
I just want to say that I put the boys in the virtual extended learning program, and they absolutely love it. I thought for sure that just the morning time was enough screen time for them, but they love the activities. They have a lot of fun and they learn a lot. And I see them running back and forth. Every time I look at them, they're on their computers and they're smiling really big. So I really would advocate for the virtual extended learning program. I thought it was going to be too much. They wanted to do it and they love it.
And the thing is that if you look over here, they do have the first activity they have is a social and emotional learning activity, which is not academic. It's more about, talking about feelings, and that's important right now. And what to do with your feelings, how to control your anger, those very useful skills, social skills. Then they do have the academic tutoring, right? This is for kinder, and for first and sixth grade, they do have academic tutoring from 3:10 to 4:10, and for kinder, it is 2:30 to 3:30. So they do have tutoring, and it's at grade level. But they don't have to do that if they're doing okay academically. But then they have the enrichment part, PE, where they get to move, they get to sing, they get to do some kinds of arts and crafts. So we do recommend it. They don't have to go to all of them, but it's available, okay? Now they are, Mrs. Garcia, who is the supervisor, and Mrs. Villanueva, who is the co-lead. They are all recruiting every Friday from 1 to 6. So they're gonna do it today. So if you get a phone call, they are the ones, that's what they're doing. They're recruiting participants. And also they're going to be doing it on October 5th from 1 to 6, okay? Friday, October 5th, I think this is October 9th. This is a typo over here. But it's October 9th. This Friday and next Friday, they're gonna be recruiting. So please, if they call you, it's not a telemarketer. It's one of our after-school program people.
I feel free to pass this message on to other parents, because I know sometimes what other activities are there after school, or is there anything for my child? And they're really trying to recruit in this program. So this is free. They've got great activities, and they don't have to commit to being there all day. If they just want to jump into 2 sessions, it's great. They can do that. And also those times, the 1 to is it 1 to 4, ¿verdad, señora Valtierra? Is that you can call around that time if you want to speak to one of them as well. We can go ahead and transfer your call over to Ms. Garcia, and she can help you and get you set up.
That's right. Okay, another fun activity we have at Sunset. We have Miss Tammy, Senora Tommy. You all know Miss Tammy. She has a book club from 3rd grade to 4th grade, and also 5th grade and 6th grade. She already has a list of students joining the book club, and this is great. And she also is reading to students every day from 1:30 to 2, that right, Mrs. Mireles? She has a big audience, and the kids are loving it. I know a couple of hiccups at the beginning, and with technology, you have hiccups here and there, but the kids are loving it. They're loving story time because they missed Miss Tammy. So we really appreciate that she is taking the time to have the book club and also to read every day to the kids. Okay, so we are also want to share with you some of the supports that we have for students after school. We have a tutor that is Ms. De La Torre. She is providing support for 5th and 6th graders who are long-term English language learners. These are students that they have been designated as English learners for a long time, over 4 years. 4 years, it's over 3 years or 4 years?
Over 3, yeah, 3 years. 3 years.
3 years, yes.
It's 3 years. And she's also, so the district is really keeping an eye on the intermediate grades, the 5th and 6th and 8th, the intermediate that haven't redesignated yet and are still long-term ELs. So they are providing support by providing us with a tutor to these different sites to help with homework support, to help with just developing their English skills and literacy. But really, it's just that extra support needed to really help out our English language learners. They are going to be, she's going to be beginning today one of them, and that's Mrs. De La Torre. And she's going to do just a meet and greet today to get to know the kids, who they are, so that she can prepare and plan her lessons for next week. She's going to be also helping with iReady, and they are going to be piloting in the Rosetta Stone. So they're getting training with the Rosetta Stone. I have a training as well this afternoon with Rosetta Stone, and these are for our EL learners.
Thank you. And I'm gonna let you speak to this, Ms. Mireles, because you are the one who is coordinating this program. So I know that you are more, you have more information for parents about this.
Yeah, so one of the things that just keep in mind is that we wanted to see what kind of supports can we also provide for intermediate kids, right? And what are our needs here at Sunset? So we also have a tutor in 4th grade, and keeping in mind with the EL learners and the long-term ELs, we wanted this tutor, Mr. Carrillo, to also focus on the long-term English language learners. Because again, the goal is to redesignate them. And because Sunset, we're a special school because we're dual immersion. We are not expecting kids to redesignate in 2nd grade. We start to look at like 4th, 5th, and 6th because they are learning Spanish K through 2nd. So we're really reinforcing those foundational skills in the early grades so that when they get to 4th, 5th, 6th, they're able to adapt to the language changes as well. So our Mr. Carrillo will be supporting in the same way with monitoring iReady, making sure kids are getting on 15 minutes 3 times a week, and also any kind of homework support they need. Because most of our EL learners are also our kids that struggle. So that's what they're there for, to help and support. Okay, can you go to the next one, Ms. Valtierra? So that's Mr. Carrillo with 4th grade. And then we have our next tutor, and this is Señorita Ochoa. So again, being that our school is special, in 3rd grade, it's a 65-35 model. So 65% of the instruction is Spanish. So the teachers in 3rd grade have decided to work with their EL learners and to give support to those students who need the increase in Spanish. So this tutor is going to be helping out in small groups with students that just need the reinforcement in the Spanish language. She does activities like writing with the kids or having conversation with the kids in Spanish, just so that they continue to practice and, solidify the Spanish, getting a little bit better, because it only gets better if you practice it. So like I tell Ms. Valtierra, her Spanish is great. So I always tell her, please, please, please correct my Spanish. I'll take on sometimes meetings and do them in Spanish because I know that I need to get better in my Spanish. So that's the purpose and goal for this tutor, is to encourage them to use the Spanish and motivate them to continue to practice the Spanish. She will be doing iReady twice a week because we're still expected, 3rd grade is still expected to take iReady every quarter, 3 times a year, 3 times a year. And they're still using it as, because we want to continue to develop their English language as well. So that is 2 times a week. And she is also, again, supporting with homework, classwork. And this week I visited their little tutoring groups, and it was super cute getting to know the kids. So they're doing activities with the kids, getting comfortable with them, and really just asking them, what do you need help with? I'm here to support you, and what is it that you need? Okay, can we move on, Ms. Valtierra? Okay, so 3rd through 6th, we have our tutors there, and K through 2nd, we do have our paraprofessionals helping with the foundational skills. We have Señora Lara Chavez with preschool, who also support students. They support them with supervision, small group instruction. We have TK, Mrs. Lopez from 9 to 3. And our kinder tutor or kinder paraprofessionals are Señorita Garcia and Señora Huerta from 9 to 3. And they also support, again, in small group instruction and just really brushing up on those foundational skills to help our students master it so that they do become competent readers when they get to 3rd grade. I have Mrs. Castro, your hand is up. Pregunta?
I actually have a question. This is
Okay.
Ms. Sharimi.
Okay,
I have a
yes.
question in regards to your tutor that
Yes.
you have. My daughter's in 2nd grade, so she does have Senora Ricardo. On there, I feel like I don't know if it's Natalia or what. I don't know what they're doing. I don't, because I sit next to her when she's on it, but I don't feel like it's. I wish it was a little bit more organized so I knew what they were actually helping her with, because she goes, well, she's supposed to help me with homework, but I don't know if Natalia's supposed to ask her questions about her homework, or is she going to brush up on like their sight words or things like that, so Natalia could be better prepared. Because I feel like Natalia is seriously, when we're there, she's like lost. She doesn't know what they're supposed to be doing. She just watches them, or she asks them a few questions, and they're literally like, I think there's like 2 of them in there. But I just wanted to know what she's supposed to be doing, so then Natalia can be a little bit more prepared. Or if like today is sight word day and they're going to get their sight words out and practice that or practice reading, just so it's a little bit more organized for my 2nd grader, because then I could help her get ready for her to meet with her. So,
Okay.
yeah, that's the only thing I could say to help you a little bit, because I know she sits there and I kind of am lost of why she's meeting with her.
Okay. And this is our paraprofessional, right?
Yes.
2nd grade, Miss Preciado.
Yeah, it's her that she meets with.
Okay.
And it's actually she meets with her at 1.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
And so that, I mean, I would love it for her to help her sight words or reading or whatever, but I just don't know what she's supposed to be doing. And I feel like when I sit with her that I feel kind of lost too of what she's supposed to be helping her with.
Okay. And thank you for the feedback, Ms.
Oh,
Uribe. Then this also helps us when we're planning with our teachers. And I also just want to thank you for your guys' patience as parents, for your patience, because again, I know that they're trying to figure out a system with the virtual learning, and it's a little difficult and different. And these are some conversations that we can definitely have to strengthen it, to see what the focus, we know the focus is foundational skills, but it's really just like you said, that way I know what to prepare for and be ready for.
Yeah, I think the
yeah.
clarity is very important when we don't have enough time and we have such limited time. Having clarity of expectations during that time would help. So I appreciate the feedback and we'll get back to you on that, okay? Thank you. And that's why we have these meetings. It's really hard to be everywhere. So if we don't know these things, then there's nothing we can do about it. So great. That's great. Thank you.
I want her to utilize her time too. I don't want her to feel wasted, and then for her to best help the kids that are there with her too. I want them to use that time to excel their help, like say for my kid, but to any kid, like that's there for a purpose. They got her to help them. So I guess because it's such a short time, so that they can get to the nitty gritty, I guess, of what that time's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thanks, Goy.
Yes, and you know what? This is, we are spending our resources, right? We have very limited resources at Sunset. We don't have, I was telling Mrs. Mireles, I come from schools that we have a lot of funds, and Sunset doesn't get a lot of funds from the federal government. So with the limited resources that we have, we are using them in these kinds of support. So we need to make sure that we're taking advantage to these supports. Thank you.
Yeah, and I think I realized that a little bit more because I've been on school site council. So I wanted just to make sure that our bang for our buck is utilized as best as it can.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
All right. Yes, thank you very much for that feedback.
Hey, and that was a great gateway for our next slide. School site council. We're holding elections for school site council. We have 6 nominees at this time. We have 4 open positions for parent representatives. And as you know, the ballots went out last Friday via email. Because of social distancing, we are doing everything electronically. So we sent the ballot. If you can see here, the official ballots were sent on the September 25th. Just know that there is only 1 ballot per family, and there is an affidavit that you sign when you submit the ballot that says, I'm a parent of a student at Sunset, and I will only complete 1 ballot. So right now we're holding the elections. If you have not logged in, if you have not checked your email from last Friday, please look for it. There is a link to a Microsoft form that you can use to select your candidates, the ones that you want to represent you. The elections will be open until October 13th at noon. And then we're going to be counting we're not counting because now everything's electronically, so the results will be ready via form with a Microsoft form. And we will check on the results on October 14th during our first school site council meeting. So please tell other parents that to check their emails. We are not gonna send the email again because we just don't want to encourage the use of the link multiple times. But please check your emails from September 25th. And sometimes, you know, depending on your browser or the program that you use, sometimes emails with links go straight to junk or spam. You might want to check that folder in case you don't get the ballot, or let us know, hey, I did not get it, and we'll send it to you, okay? But please vote and encourage other parents to vote.
It was actually pretty easy too.
You did it right?
Yeah, I did it right now because I had forgotten about it, so I just did it right now. So it's really easy. I like that better.
Right? I think it's great. There are some things that I'm liking more about technology. Not everything, but it was easy. It was painless. Just send it out. You know what? We spent last month a lot of time trying to get everybody's contact information via email. Out of our 422 students, we are missing only email addresses for 20 of those. So that's great. So those we just send the regular mail ballot because they have the right to vote as well. So it's great. Now Mrs. Mireles and I have a goal to reach out to those parents and help them get an email and teach them how to use it so that everybody's connected digitally, because we don't know how long we're gonna be like this, right? So. And I know that we're sending way more emails than before in previous years, but remember in previous years, if we had anything to let you guys know, we would just send a flyer home, right? Now we don't have that ability. So yes, we're getting a lot of emails. I got an email the other day from a person saying, stop sending me emails. And I said, okay. I don't think it was a parent. I think it was a mistake and the email address was wrong, but I have to kind of clean my emails and say, okay, I need to make sure that I'm not spamming people, that they don't want to know about what's going on here. And I said, I don't have any kids there. Oh, so I got to check on that.
Oops.
I think it's better too, because before when we used to have flyers, my kids would always have them shoved in the bottom of their backpack. Half of them I wouldn't get.
That's right. I like it. I think even if we come face-to-face, we're going to continue communicating via email and face-to-face as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so any questions? We got to the end of our presentation, but if you guys have any questions, we're here to answer. If not, remember next week we're going to have more information about tutor.com, and I'm excited about that service. I'm really excited about that.
And can I share my screen, Ms. Valtierra? I'm going to just show them a couple updates on the Sunset website. Some
yes,
added for ELAC.
Let me make you a presenter. Are you a presenter?
I am a presenter, yes.
Oh, good. Okay.
There we go. All right, so here we go. I'll go ahead and pop it up. Here's our Sunset website. Again, this is always updated weekly. We try to update it weekly. The videos sometimes take us a little longer. It'll be like a day or two delay, but the addition to the tab here is the ELAC tab. So if you go to our Sunset website, go to Parents, you'll see now the ELAC tab that has been added, and that tab will have the video from yesterday's ELAC meeting. And again, our parent coffee hour, for those parents who weren't able to attend today's virtual coffee hour, you'll see the new one here in the coffee hour tab. And if we go down to our master calendar, I'll click there. You will also see the links to all our coffee hours here. And we also, I think, had added the ELAC one, but the ELAC links will also be added on here with our dates. I don't have the new one. This was from now that we're in October. Okay.
Yes, it's there, Ms. Mireles. I can see the ELAC.
Can you
Right
see the
there.
ELAC? Oh, there it is.
Mhm.
That's right. Gracias. And all our coffee hours are right here. And we have the Spanish one in 10 minutes, Ms. Valtierra.
I know.
Muy bien. It's time to brush up my Spanish. Usted el de inglés y yo el del español para practicar.
Para practicar, les digo yo, I was telling Mrs. Mireles and the parents yesterday, I said, yeah, I need to practice more English. You know, I'm not my first language is Spanish, you know that. I was born and raised in Mexico. I came to the United States as an adult already. I was 22 years old when I came to the States, not speaking any English. I did not learn English for the first 5 years I was here because everybody around me spoke Spanish. My friends, my coworkers, my family, everybody did. And then one day, my little girl who was 3, she was in school and she went, no, actually I took her to the doctor. And she noticed that the doctor was Hispanic. You know, this kid is very smart, okay? She's already 28. She has a master's in school psychology. Anyway, so she went to the doctor and she noticed that the doctor was Hispanic. And then she came to me and she said, Mom, he's Mexican. And I said, yes. And he's like, but why doesn't he work in a restaurant? Well, I was working in a restaurant back then. And all our friends, Mexicans, were my co-workers at the place. And everybody that she knew was a Hispanic who used to just work in a restaurant. So she was surprised. And I said, oh my gosh, that's what she thinks at 3 years old, that every Mexican has to be working in a restaurant, not a doctor. How is it a doctor? She couldn't understand. So I went the next day to find out how I could enroll back in college. Because when I was in Mexico, I was in college. I was studying accounting. So when I came here, I just didn't continue because I didn't speak the language and I was trying to get used to the country. And I was very comfortable in my comfort zone. So I said, no, this is not what I want for my daughter. I don't want her to think that because she is Hispanic, she needs to be working in a restaurant and that she's not going to have a future. So I need to show her that there is more than that. So, and that's why I went back to school to complete a college education. And now I'm here. So it is important to learn different languages and to learn about different cultures and to let our kids know that, you know, that doesn't matter who you are, where you come from and what language you speak or what accent you have, that you can succeed in life. And that's why we're here, because we believe in education. So that was, I don't know why I started talking about that. Why did I start talking about that? Oh, the language.
Languages.
Oh, yes.
But that's great, Valtierra. You know, it's a great message to send to our kids, and knowing that, you know, don't settle for what's less and thinking that your identity is already figured out at a certain age. You know, I mean, my mom's the same. She came from Mexico. And I remember when I was in middle school and she was raising us and she said, I want to learn English. And she was 25, 27, and now she's a preschool teacher for Fresno Unified. But in that, really, she was my model. My parents, both of my parents, I thought, wow, coming from Mexico, learning another language and just succeeding and showing that, you know, if I can do it, and I'm not a native speaker here in this country, you can do it. You know, so
that's why we started, because of the language. So I was telling Ms. Mireles, I haven't learned English completely, and I'm forgetting Spanish. I'm gonna get mute here. No, so it's okay. It's every day we learn. Every day we learn more and more. And we believe in education.
And even if your kids no lo hablan perfecto el español, está bien. The fact that they know it, listen to it, and can communicate in some way, some form, will broaden their mind on what the world is like. So I say, even if it's not perfect, no, I don't consider my Spanish to be very perfect, but I do it and attempt it and really, really try.
Okay, we are gonna say goodbye. Ms. Uribe.
We can't
hear you. You're muted.
Oh, there we go. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
I'm like, I think I'm moving up to second grade level now because I don't speak any Spanish. So I maybe might be tutoring into second grade, maybe a little bit.
Hey, that's an idea. Maybe we can have a book club for parents in Spanish. And we can start with second grade level. It's okay.
Yeah,
What do you guys think?
I speak none, so I've cried many times in second grade. But we can
Okay,
go.
we're gonna have to say goodbye because we have our Spanish meeting next, but you guys are welcome to join us as well. If not, we'll see you next week, okay? Invite other parents.
Yes. Okay, adios.
Thank you for coming today.
Gracias.
Bye.